Welcome to The Explainer. We're all about breaking down big, powerful ideas into clear insights you can actually use. So let's just get right to it. Why does selling feel so much harder these days? If you're in sales, I know you felt this. It's like the old playbook just doesn't work anymore. And look, this isn't just a hunch, it's a reality, and the data backs it up. Get this. A full 68% of B2B buyers now prefer to do all their own research online. They're digging deep before they ever even think about picking up the phone to talk to a sales rep. And it goes even further. We're talking nearly 70% of the entire decision-making journey is already done completely on their own time. Think about that. They've already checked out your company, your competitors, they've read all the reviews, all before you even get a chance to say hello. Okay, and this next one might sting a little. A recent study found that only 18%, 18% of buyers actually trust and respect salespeople. Wow, that's just a massive wall to climb before the conversation even begins. So what does this all mean? It means the game has completely changed. Your buyer today is more informed, more empowered, and honestly, way more skeptical than ever before. And in this new world, the most valuable currency, it isn't your product's features. It's trust.
And there's actually a great way to think about this. It's called the trust equation. Basically, it shows that trust is built on three things. Your credibility, do you know your stuff? Your reliability, do you do what you say you'll do? And intimacy, that's about building a real connection. But here's the kicker. All that good stuff gets divided by what's called self-orientation. The more you're focused on yourself, on your quota, on your commission, the smaller that trust number gets, no matter how credible or reliable you are. It just evaporates.
And, this isn't just some feel-good theory. The business case for building this trust is absolutely undeniable. Just look at these numbers. When customers really trust their sales reps, they're way more likely to buy, way more likely to renew, and check this out, a whopping 88% more likely to recommend you to someone else. That's huge. Okay, so that's the what and the why. But what about the how? How do you actually build this trust we're talking about? Well, it starts by throwing out those old high-pressure tactics and bringing in a whole new set of core principles. And here they are. These are the 7 new building blocks for high-performance selling: authenticity, curiosity, value creation, empathy, consistency, adaptability, and accountability. Now, it's really important to see these not just as a checklist, right? This is a complete system. It's a fundamental shift in your whole mindset, moving away from just trying to persuade people and moving toward creating genuine connection and real value. Let's just zoom in on one of these for a second: authenticity. Now, this doesn't mean you have to share your life story with every client. It's about being real. It's about making sure that what you say, what you actually believe, and what you can truly deliver for a client are all perfectly lined up. It means you're genuinely prioritizing their success, not just your commission check. And when you start thinking this way, it completely transforms the toughest parts of the job. I'm talking about things like handling objections. The whole dynamic just shifts. You see, the old way of thinking sees an objection as a fight. It's a conflict you have to win, right? You defend your position, you push past their obstacle. But the new way, it's totally different. It sees an objection as a signal, an opportunity. It's the client telling you what they're really concerned about. So it's not about winning an argument anymore. It's about building clarity and confidence together. I mean, you can just feel the difference, can't you? When a client says this is way too expensive, the first response, actually, when you consider the value, that immediately creates a debate. You're on opposite sides. But that second response, the one with empathy, I understand why that feels significant. Help me understand. That just opens a door. It starts a dialogue. It lets you work with them to figure out the real issue that's just hiding behind that price tag. So you see, when you start to consistently apply all these principles, that authenticity, the empathy, creating real value, something really amazing happens. You achieve the ultimate transformation you can have in a sales career. It's all about this idea right here. You stop being just another vendor pushing a product. You become a trusted advisor, someone who creates so much value that clients don't just take your calls, they seek you out. They want your advice. They want your solutions. You become indispensable. At the end of the day, this whole shift is about playing the long game. It's about focusing on the legacy you're building, the real impact you're having on your client's success, not just the short-term paycheck. So, I'll leave you with this question. What will your sales legacy be? Will you be remembered just for the quotas you hit?
Or will you be remembered for the incredible success you helped create for your clients? The modern sales world has already made its choice. The only real question is, what's yours going to be?